Alright, what's going on everyone? My first avatar deck is going to be blue-white flyers. I love flyers, and Pioneer. I like spirits, Azorius spirits, which kind of has a blue-white flyers feel. So why are we playing this? Well, we have multiple new cards here, perfectly curving too, that enable a flyers deck. We have a 1-mana 1/1 flyer. The first non-lemur creature spell with flying you cast cost 1 less on your turn. The reason it says non-lemur is so it doesn't count itself. So you can play this and then play this for 1, for example, right? And then whenever you play a flyer, it gets +1/+1, which can be pretty crazy. Like you can turn 1 play this, turn 2 play an Empyrean Eagle, which is going to cost 2 because it costs 1 less. And then this is attacking as a 3/3 flyer on turn 2. Then we have a Favorable Winds. If you don't know what Favorable Winds is, it's this card basically, but this has the upside of creating a clue token. The downside being the mana cost is more restrictive. It costs white-blue instead of 1 colorless and 1 blue. But yeah, just Favorable Winds. So we get 4 Favorable Winds. We get 4 Empyrean Eagles to enable this flying strategy. Then we get Aang Swift Savior, which might be my favorite card from the set. This is such a me card, very tempo-y. 3 mana, 2/3 flying flash. When it enters, you airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. Very spell queller-ish. You can sort of counter a spell, except it goes to exile and can be cast for 2. Not as good as Spell Queller in terms of countering, but it can counter anything, and it has the upside of it can also bounce. It can airbend stuff on the battlefield, which is pretty awesome. We have a very Spell Queller-ish card in Standard. It can also flip into a 5/5. I don't know how relevant that is. This is mostly just a tempo-y, flying, bouncy thing. Pretty cool. So the rest of the deck are very, very straightforward. We are just playing. I don't want to do this. I want to go here. If I just type flying, this is what we're playing. We have a few control spells. Note that we don't have to play too many control spells because we have this is a protection spell. It enters, gives something hexproof. This is makes our opponent's stuff enter tapped. That's pretty good. We have Kite Sail Larcenist, which disables one of our opponent's things, turns it into a treasure. We have Aang to bounce, right? So we actually have a lot of tempo-y control stuff, but we also have bounce. We have a counter spell. We really want these counter spells for board wipes. Those are our biggest threat. And then the rest is just flying. We have flying, descend, end of turn. We have flying, map token. We have draw and discard, flash again. And this also has flash, lots of flash creatures, but it draws and discards, filters a lot. This makes our opponent's stuff enter tapped. We have Riddler, which easy to cast if we have a Momo. It costs 4. It's a 4 mana 4/6 that draws. Pretty good. And we have, of course, Empyrean Eagle, and this animates into a flying attacker. And that's just it. Blue-white flyers, guys. We have Favorable Winds, and we have Empyrean Eagle with a Spell Queller-esque thing, and something that makes all of our flyers cheaper. So we're just trying to put pressure on, put things down, but also have a lot of tempo, counter board sweepers, protection, make our opponent's stuff enter tapped, bounce stuff. So very flashy, tempo-y blue-white flyers. I love flash. I love tempo. I'm ready for this. This is exciting for me. And just a heads up, I'm recording this, 4 or 5 days? It's Sunday? 5 days after the set released. I have not played a single game of Standard. I've actually been using all my draft tokens to draft the set to get cards. But we have the new cards, so I guess that's fine. And we go first. We're going to play this for a white source on turn 1. White, pay 2 life, Momo. This will make Aang cost 2 if we want to play it next turn. They play a tap land, so we'll probably just play Malcolm. Do I play the tap land and play Malcolm now, or do I flash it in? I think I'm going to play it. Oh my god, I have white. That's dumb. That's really dumb. Okay. Well, we don't get anything. That's very awkward. Note this only counts on your turn. It reduces stuff on your turn, not on your opponent's. So that was very awkward, huh? And it only reduces the first thing you cast. So we don't need to do anything here. I'm going to attack for 1. I'll pay the full 3 for Aang. This was a very awkward first game. The tap land was kind of killed me here. That's fine. If they attack, we flash in Aang, yeah. So we flash an Aang. Here's the tempo. Here's the flash. Here's what I love about these style of decks. So we bricked their turn and killed their creature. This is a raise the pass deck, so they don't care if it's in the graveyard. So we can pay 2 for this turn and then have 2 for Malcolm on their turn. Technically, I could play it on my turn and get an extra damage here, which is relevant. We could win next turn, I think, right? Because we can animate the anchorage. They can't block anything. Can you kill anything? You cannot. And you pay 2 life. I think we win. I'll just take this too if they attack, actually. I'm not even going to risk... Nah, I can block. It's fine. Okay, so we'll flash this in. And this wins the game for sure, right? We, Yep, if we animate this, it's, what, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. So even if they didn't pay the 2 life, they were dead there. That was incredibly awkward. I made a play mistake right at the beginning of the video. I didn't sequence things well. Still won pretty handily. Let's try to button things up, though. Yeah, Momo's good. I should probably play 4. It's awkward because it's a 1-mana legendary that isn't necessarily must kill. Okay, so this is none of the new stuff. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. And we're going second. So this is the one that we should probably lose, right? No Momo, no Aang, no favorable winds, no Empyrean Eagle. This is a terrible hand. All of our good stuff is not... Well, there's Aang. That makes it a little bit better. Yeah, I did have... There's a 1-mana Momo that's an uncommon. It has vigilance and flying, and when it dies, it does a bunch of stuff. But I did find that I wanted the lifelink, because this deck does race a lot, and it gets red aggro. It feels like it's an unwinnable race. So, that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it right now. I think I just play the Ruin Lurker Bat here. Get a blue land instead of the Spyglass Siren. Leave as much of this secret as we can. I will take the land. So we can Aang next turn if our opponent plays something. Okay. Probably just a Spyglass Siren. This seems useful against this deck, so not going to do that. I will attack for 1. We play nothing. All of our stuff has flash. If they try to kill my Ruin Lurker Bat, I can protect it. That, I will just airbend. Get that out of here. Tap land. Attack. I'll just save this. They can play this for 2. It's pretty cheap. But against this deck, I want to hold up protection. They know, they see it, right? They know I have it. But if they have spot removal, I want to protect my stuff. Land. Blood letter. Sure. I will flash this in. Doesn't do anything. That's fine. Momo, you are late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot do the airbend thing. So it's probably Momo. Note this does count the warp. So the warp is 1. I mean, this is draw a bunch of cards. Sure. Play this. Okay, well, I don't know why they quit. I'm not, like, in perfect position here, but sure, I guess. Feels like a weird concession. I mean, next turn we'll get Riddler, right? I will say, I thought about it a lot. You could definitely play Enduring Curiosity in the Riddler spot. I mean, if you can get, like, 2 or 3 attackers in, flash an Enduring Curiosity in, draw 2 or 3. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, so definitely an option. Going first, Momo in hand. Oh my god. Yeah, I should probably just play 4 of these. It's going to be so painful when you have like an opening hand with 3 of them. It's not good in multiples. I mean, no legendary is, but this one is especially bad, being so low on the curve, and it's not necessarily a must-kill threat. Exactly. Well, I can just Empyrean Eagle? I guess? Attack for 3? Kind of awkward. That's fine. Oh my god. Am I worried about... No, I'm not worried about, whatchamacallit. I can't even remember the name of it. Pinnacle Star Cage. Not concerned at all. Attack for 7. It's fine. Because it hits 2 or less, right? These are 3. Star Cage gets a Momo. Day of Judgment is the concern. Perilous Snare means there's probably no Day of Judgment. There could be. So I do want to start holding up Spell Pierce now because of board wipes. Board wipes are the problem. So, I think we do nothing. I do nothing. I have both of these up. If there's a board wipe, I counter it. If there's a... Remember, this will cost 2. I guess I can play Bat. And then I can play... If there's a board wipe, I just play this. If there's a spot removal spell, I just play this. Yeah, this is fine. I don't need to hold both up. It's one or the other that I'm going to need this turn. So this counters Day of Judgment. This counters a spot removal spell. That is a Day of Judgment. That is going to be a nope. We need a flyer. I can't win though. Okay. I bring them down to 1. I don't win here, but they quit. Because remember, every flyer that I play... We're 3-0, by the way. Man. Tempo. Tempo is in standard. Let's go, guys. I'm unstoppable now. I have been unlocked. Yeah, so if I play one of these... Technically, it gives this +1/+1, but it also... They gain 1 life. So there's no way I can kill them here. But that concession probably means they don't have another board wipe, I assume. Well, it might be my time to see how quickly I can get up into Mythic. But we haven't seen the Favorable Winds card. It's probably the weaker card in the deck. But, I mean, it's still good. There it is. Get Mockingbird too. I forgot to mention that in the deck tech, but it can copy, whatchamathings. You know what I'm talking about. Empyrean Eagles and stuff. I mean, they were flooded. Hand's awkward. I think this is a bad hand. Probably should have mulliganed, but it's fine. We'll just draw a flyer here. That's a negate. So, it's got to be this. Play this. We get the clue, so we'll have something to do next turn. Attack for 2. I do think this is a weak hand. If this is, or a board. Okay, it's just landfall. Unfortunately, you don't know if I can race, and negate doesn't do too much here. That's pretty good. I mean, we do that on Bristly Bill. Let's go ahead and do that now, and we can copy it with Mockingbird. So we'll do this. Get the +1/+1. I can't target Bristly Bill. Oh. Why can't I? Target this. There it goes. I don't know why I couldn't target. I don't know what was going on with that. Play a tap land. Attack for 3. Why couldn't I target? What was happening? Oh, you have to target the player. No, for each player. Oh, I had to target something on mine and then something of theirs, right? I actually have never casted this card. It's the first time. It's pretty good. I'm surprised it's not more common. So, that's great. The funny thing about this is if they kill this, they get their Bristly Bill back. But some people will just sacrifice. I wonder if the auto tapper will be prone to sacrificing those. Could be a problem. But we can just Mockingbird, copy the Larcenist. I don't know how Mockingbird actually works with the cost reduction. I'm just going to pay life for this. I should just be able to pay 2. Wait, it cost 1 less, right? So I pay 2? Am I going to... Whoa, this is going to be a learning... I believe if I pay 1 for X, that's going to be 2. It doesn't work. Well, I can copy nothing. Okay. We're learning, I guess. Attack. Unfortunate. So I should have had a Kite Sail, Larcenist, and then got rid of Bristly Bill. We do have Flash. We can flash this in, and then we can animate the anchorage next turn. 2 games where we've made disastrous mistakes. But this is all they're doing? Is making a big Hydra this turn. It doesn't have haste. I think it's fine. We're not going to die. We're at 18. Sure, I'll take 7. No blocks. Okay, I think we win then. This is awkward and embarrassing, this video, but it's fine. Target whatever. Yeah, and then we animate anchorage. 4-0, playing like an idiot. So maybe this is why I like tempo decks so much, is that I can be a moron and still win with them. I don't know. We now know how Mockingbird works. The cost reduction of Momo doesn't count for the X for the mana cost thing. What's the word? I should have just read the card. The wording is mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast this. So even though it cost 1 less, I spent 2, so the mana I spent to cast this was still 2. So the cost reduction here does nothing for Mockingbird. You still have to pay full price for it. Alright, we learned that. If I just read the card, that might have been a better choice, but whatever. So I played a tap land poorly game 1, and I played Mockingbird poorly game 4, and we're still 4-0. People were kind of quitting early. This mana curve's awkward, right? We're not going to play this until like turn 5, but we'll play this turn 2, play this turn 3, probably. We'll see what we draw, of course. Green-white going second, and that's a Surveil land, which tells me what? Yuna, it's a slow deck. Oh, Bant. Okay, so there are some weird Bant combo decks going on. All kinds of weird combo decks with this set. Okay, ramp. Simic ramp, or Bant ramp. Alright, we're just gonna flash this in. Blue. Okay. Another one. They are legendary. Does this do anything right now? It doesn't have flash, right? I guess we just turn off the Landor Elves, though it does, I should have drawn first, actually. Submit 0 for me. And target this. I think we killed them before the Overlord's a problem. Probably discard the starting town. Next turn we get 2 2-drops. It's probably Air Nomad, Legacy, Hold Up, Escort, but I don't think they play a lot of removal. I guess Day of Judgment could be a thing, but this doesn't protect against Day of Judgment. Landor Elves? I mean, we did ramp them technically. Well, we gave this already had the ability to add mana. So, what's more damage? If I play Legacy, it's 2 damage. It's 2 damage this turn. If I play both Escorts end of turn, it dodges a board wipe, and then I can play these 2 next turn. So I think we just don't do anything. We attack for 4. We'll play the Escorts end of turn. We'll draw and discard 2. I don't need the land. I don't need this legendary either. So I'll discard this. So we have 4 mana. End of turn, we play these. Consult the star charts. Tells me they're looking for a board wipe. If they board wipe, end of turn, we put 4 power on board. We can play both of these next turn, which gives us 8 power. Remember, we're doing this end of turn, so we're hitting them for 8 minimum next turn. If they don't play anything, what? It's 4, 8, 12, 16. They're dead next turn if they don't do something with my board. If they tap out for something that doesn't answer my board, they're just dead. From 14 with 4 power on board. That's why I like these flash decks. Opponent has no clue that they could take 16 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The biggest danger would be they play a spot removal spell, I protect, and then they play a board wipe. Ugin. So we'll play this. We will protect. And now they're tapped out. They have 1 mana. So even if they have another way to remove something, I can protect. They can't target this with the ward if they have a 1-drop artifact. And now they're just dead, I think. Can tap for any color. Can tap for green without sacrificing, actually. They're not dead. They gain 3 life. Crap. How do we win now? I play this. Protect this. Dang, 1 mana short. I mean, we curved out perfectly with mana. I don't think we missed a land drop, so that didn't matter. But we can play this. We can play this. We can attack and be 1 short. So should I kill? I should just kill. This feels bad though. Feels bad. 1 short. Draw. He doesn't have 4 counters, so just discard this. They do the same thing, this just isn't vulnerable to the inevitable board wipe. This deck does play board wipes. I guess I needed the creature then, didn't I? Well, I got let it draw here, but I should have kept the creature. That was a mistake. 1 damage short, though, is a little tilting. I don't think I missed a damage this game, so I didn't miss a land drop. Sure. Tapping very precisely. Always scary. Pinnacle Star Cage. Doesn't get rid of Kite Sail Larcenist. Gets rid of my clues. So we can play this. We can crack the clue. That enters. Okay. So this might be the lost. 4-1. 4-1 to finally lose. Let's play this. Play this. No attacks. Do I have Get Lost in this deck? Because I could get lost the Planar Star Cage. Planetary? Pinnacle Star Cage. I mean, I'll take 12. So how much can we deal? 10 damage down to 3 next turn. Aang is big. So we'll play this. We keep up mana for Aang. I'm going to hover over this like I'm planning to draw. Tapping precisely again. I don't like it. Create a token. So we'll play this. They have a counter spell. That's going to be game. That is game. Okay, we lost 4-1 though. It's not bad. Kind of a bummer. I wanted to go 5-0. What could we have done differently there? Not sure. I guess if I had used the Larcenist on the Overlord, he would have had a couple more turns there. This is fine. We've got 1 drop and 2. No, we'll probably play this turn 1. Let's see what the opponent's playing. If it's red, we'll play this. If it's... Well, that doesn't tell me anything, does it? I think I'm still going to go with the bat, just in case, you know. If it's an aggro v aggro matchup, a couple life could make a difference. And we're not going to be cracking the token here. We're going to be curving out. We might crack it this turn. Okay, green. So now I do want to go a little bit faster. We'll play this. Could be Ouroboros. Could be some kind of ramp deck. I don't think I want that because I don't know what the opponent's playing. I already have one. Could be dead. Could be a dead card. If it's a creature-based deck. So, green-black. Summon Fenrir. Thinking like Abzan Yuna, maybe. Multiversal Passage. Pretty sure I want this up. I think. Right? Against the black deck. So is it just Mockingbird for 1? Copy Spyglass Siren. Pay 0. Confirm 0. Copy Siren. Get a clue or a map token. Attack for 3. We'll flash this in end of turn no matter what. If they play a board wipe or something, they have... that has reach, so that's annoying, but it's fine, I guess. It's a 2-3 as well, so that's annoying. But we do have the pump, so it's kind of okay. I would take 3. No blocks. We're at 24 thanks to the life gain. That's why it's in there. I play this. Auto pay. Just gonna target whatever. Don't care. Riddler's interesting. So I pay 2 for this. I'm gonna pay life for this. Make it blue. Pay 2 life. And then I'm gonna crack the clue here. So it can attack into the 2-3. Never mind. We draw a land. So we attack for 6. They can trade. Yep, that's fine. Deal 3, gain 3. Go to 21. Scry. I already have the Spell Pierce. I don't know if this is necessary. I don't know. I don't know what I need. I don't know what I'm playing against. Ramp. Golgari. Spell Pierce doing nothing with all this mana at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2. So they can deadly cover up and pay for the Spell Pierce. Wow, that's exactly what I said. Bummer. At this point, I'm not going to. Let's say I could Spell Pierce, try to blank this 2 mana. I don't think I want to do that. They're going to know we have it though, so they can play around it for the rest of the game. We are just going to pay 5 for this though. It is a 5/7. Duress? I mean, might as well. It doesn't do anything really. That's cool. But, definitely, I could pay 2 for this, 2 for this. I'm just going to play the creature, I think. It's fine. Okay, 2 legendaries. That's awkward. That's cool, I guess. So let's draw. Another one. Okay. So we'll pay 2 for this. I mean, we got 2-turn lethal now, but they're gonna reanimate something. When does it reanimate? It is at the beginning of their upkeep, so it will be tapped when we have this in play. So even if they get one of my flyers, it enters tapped. They get a flyer, a tapped one. They have 3 cards. And this deck should be packed with removal, right? They got Deadly Cover-Up, Duress, Virtue. Looks like some sort of Golgari, Rampy, mid-range thing. Is there an Ugin? I haven't seen any artifacts, so I would guess not. That's a 6/6 flyer, but it enters tapped, so they'll gain 2, but we have 10 damage flying. They have 3 mana, 1 card. That would have been nice to have in play. Yep, okay, nice. Oh my god, okay, 5-1. We lost 1 game. And the deck felt amazing. If you like flash and flying, that is, which I do quite a bit. That felt awesome. I'm going to be playing this deck a lot, I think. I don't know if it's going to be tier. I don't want to sit here and be like, it's the most busted deck you've ever seen. But I think I will win a lot of games with it, personally. I post tempo decks sometimes. I get comments being like, I built this deck and couldn't win. It's like, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I can win consistently with tempo decks. My brain is tuned to this type of deck, and it works well for me. But, okay, my thoughts, having played it, I do think I want one more Momo. It is very powerful. It's just, a 1-drop legendary that isn't necessarily must-kill on sight is scary. It's really scary. Aang's also awesome. I would play 4 of them, but the danger of this card is there's really no reason to kill it after it's on the battlefield, right? The power of this is the enter the battlefield effect. Once it's down, it's just a 2/3, so like you don't have to kill it, right? You think of like, I don't know, I'll put on screen like Adeline or Thalia. These are legendaries that once they're down, you have to kill them. You have to kill them, or they kill you, or they ruin your game plan. Those are the types of legendaries that you can play 4 of. Aang, once he's down, he's crazy. He's really powerful. One of my favorite cards in the set for sure. But once he does his thing with the airbend thing, then your opponent's just like, it's just a flyer, so they don't have to kill it. So it feels awkward in multiple. So 3 of each, but man, are they really good when you draw them. This is fine. The clue is definitely relevant. This was relevant in the final game. This is useful. Lots of filtering here. Yeah, we have lots of 2-ofs. We have 4-ofs of the things we want a lot. We want a 1-drop. We want 4 of these. We want 4 of these. But there's so many good utility stuff. You could definitely play around with this deck. This card felt great. Could definitely see going up 2 of those. But there's lots of 3-drops. It's a bit awkward. But if you have 4 Momos, then you can play on turn 2. I don't know. Anyway, that's Blue-White Flyers. I like it. Thumbs up from me. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.